Eu salutare dragilor și bine v-am găsit din nou în această seară la un video. O să continuăm cu Max Payne, cum v-am obișnuit de atâtea ori. Și hai să începem joaca, deci o să continuăm de acolo de unde am rămas. Pentru că noi am rămas de aici. Mamă, că se aude, frate. Mi și căștile date în tare. Da, așa să... Mamă. În primul rând am făcut un intro și acum în timpul jocului eu o să fiu pe mute pe microfon. Hai să dăm drumul la joc. Like, subscribe și hai să dăm bătaie.
¡Encontré a uno de ellos! ¡Cubrime que me están dando bala! ¡No te preocupes! ¡Te estoy apuntando! ¡Y las mariquitas! ¡Avancemos juntos! ¡Te vas a morir, hijo de puta!
I was getting my priorities out of whack.
¡Vamos a sobrevivir a esta chimbada, ¿Qué esperabas, marica? ¡Apúrame! ¡Sí, sí! ¡Seas gallina! ¡Maricón! ¡No me puedes matar! ¡Encontré a uno de ellos! ¡Mierda! ¡Ay, señora! ¡Está cubierto!
I had to save some valuables.
¡Ay, qué va! ¡Hijo de puta! ¡No me matarán, hijo de puta!
The dead guys looked like soldiers in one of those Central American guerrilla armies. Pirates with a manifesto. Psychos with a dream. That sort of bullshit. The boat was well appointed. The radio. Maybe I could send out an SOS.
Disparos en la cubierta inferior. Vete a ver qué pasa. Asegúrate de que los burros no derrochen municiones con los tripulantes. Todos los demás siguen buscando.
It certainly wasn't the first time I'd woken up with a hangover, long after a party had turned sour. The need to get out of the boat's hull and onto the upper deck as soon as possible was countered by the probability of running into another hijacker. I had to move carefully.
¡Está ahí!
Fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day bender. How to shut off the fuel feeds. Move, Max. I shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference. There. I could breathe again. Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas, and greed.
¡Hey, cúbreme! ¡Estás cubierto! ¡Desgraciado!
So this was the famous Panama Canal. We could have gone to the moon while I was passed out and I wouldn't have noticed. So this was the famous Panama Canal. We could have gone to the moon while I was passed out.
¡Get the fuck off me!
It was a different scene than the one I'd stumbled away from. Where was everyone? I still didn't know what the hell happened. The guys up ahead weren't dealing with passengers like the rest of them. Maybe I should have realized then that this was no ordinary kidnap job. Something on the boat had attracted the sharks.
¡Todos al suelo!
Whatever they were looking for appeared to be gone.
¡Hijo de puta! ¡Aquí no hay nada! ¡Miguel! ¡Vení para acá!
There was something firing these guys other than good old-fashioned socialist zeal. What were they looking for?
¡Aquí vas a morir! ¡Cúbranme! ¡Todo bien, marica! ¡Cúbrame, párselo bien! ¡Listo, parce! ¡Ya puedes adelantar! ¡Prepárese para morir, gringo! ¡Pues marica! ¡No te voy a... ¡Está bien, parce! ¡Avanza, ¡Ron! ¡Que estoy bien duro! ¡Mátalo! ¡Hijo! ¡Fuego! ¡Sí, sí! ¡No seas gallina! ¡Ábranse! ¡Ábranse!
I was on a ghost ship in a ghost canal. The whole thing creeped me the hell out.
¡Anda, anda! ¡Está abierto!
And the band played on.
¡Anda, anda! ¡Está abierto! ¡Anda, anda! ¡Está abierto! ¡Hijos de puta! ¡Nadie jode con nosotros! ¡En batalla!
Daphne's ship was always stocked.
¡Anda, anda! ¡Está abierto! ¡Una memoria! ¡Venite, hijo de puta, que tu muerte te espera! ¡Maldito!
pirates wouldn't get everything.
¡Anda, anda! ¡Está abierto! ¡Actuarás! ¡Mantengan sus posiciones! ¿Está bien? ¡Te vas a morir, hijo de puta! ¡Prepárate para morir, gringo! ¡Vas a chupar plomo, malparido! ¡Le volví a dar plomo! ¡Gringo de mierda! ¡Ya llegó a tu fin! ¡Ey, Marterito, cubrime! ¡Me vas a morir, hijo de puta! ¡Todo bien, marica! ¡Ya puedes correr! ¡Ey, camarada! ¡Pendiente! ¿Y qué importa, marica? ¡A luchar! ¡Ay, marica, te pongo a mirar para adentro! ¡Este chupa me tiene harto!
Maybe there was something on the bridge. I'd checked every other inch of the boat. I spotted Passos and Marcelo. If I'd known back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way through a band of violent paramilitaries and a worse hangover, I might not have wanted to get over to them so bad.
Hey, Passos!
At the time, I hadn't thought too much about this. I hadn't thought too much about anything. Now I remember it, it didn't seem quite so kosher.
What about, what's her name? Daphne.
Do whatever you think is best.
I think it's best we try to go find her.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Nah.
See? I didn't think Passos was a bad guy. He didn't need to try to save this woman or the crew.
Through here.
Didn't realize you knew your way around here. They were using that building to get across the canal.
¡Muévanse, muévanse! ¡Está ahí! ¡Ándale! ¡Mierda!
Come on! We're gonna get her, let's get her!
There was some equipment in the truck next to me. I'd be ashamed to see it go to waste.
Come on, I don't know how much time we have!
¡Go, go, go, go!
We're good! We go, man!
I don't know what I expected to find. On a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been the cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than coming to terms with that reality.
México!
Payne!
¡Aquí vas a morir! ¡Mis balas lo van a parar! ¡No me matarán, hijo de puta!
That looked like the way up, but it was locked. I had to find a switch. I needed something to help me adjust to being back on land. There was probably a control console behind the desk.
¡Hijo de puta! ¡Gonorreas! ¡Mataron a mi amigo! ¡Nadie se mueva! ¡Vas a morir aquí, gringo! ¡Vas a chupar como malparido! ¡Ahora lo perdés todo, todo! ¡Avance! ¡Te mato!
I needed something to help me adjust to being back on land.
¡Gringo de mierda! ¡Cúbrame! ¡Miremos, soldados! ¡Adelante! ¡Hijo de puta, qué suerte la mía, marica!
blocked out all my questions. All I thought about was getting to Daphne Bernstein before it was too late. Jesus Christ.
Fuck, man. This is brutal. I didn't think things would be like this.
I should have jumped in that goddamn canal myself and swum my way back to New York.
Let me ask you again, Max. What do you think you were really doing in Panama?
I was drinking.
People died. Innocent people. Who do you think robbed you?
I don't know. I was told it was people who disliked Daphne Bernstein, something about an unpleasant divorce.
Her ex-husband worked on Wall Street. Do you think he has easy access to Panamanian death squads?
Guess I didn't really think about it.
You were smuggling something, weren't you?
No. I mean, I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't think too much about it, but yes, Marcelo did drive off with something. I don't know what. I didn't see him until we got to Brazil a week or so later.
I think it was money. I think Marcelo and Victor have a friendly banker there in Panama. Your little cruise was to deliver the cash to him because there it's easier to launder.
But I thought the Broncos were rich.
Rodrigo's rich. The other two, they live well, but they don't have real money. Victor's campaigns were always financed by his brother. That is the way among certain rich families there. The eldest brother is the king. You know, he gets everything. The other two, not so much.
And now Rodrigo's dead.
Exactly. And Marcelo, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. Were this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know yet.
And Passos?
Raul Passos is a bum ex-cop. He failed in America, failed in Sao Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You. You're the fall guy. The American. Running around, acting like the action hero. Killing lots of people. You're a stroke of genius.
That ain't how it is.
You were an angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence and a history of a bad temper. You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, let's take a drive, Max. You want to do some good? You want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela today. Now, some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives.
They did, I saw it.
But no captives were ever booked.
They probably handed them off to the paramilitary death squads, the,
Caixa Preto?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops. The cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE.
Right.
Max, you see that building there?
The Imperial Palace Hotel?
Yeah, that's what it says. People go in there, in large groups, under armed guard. But it isn't a police station, and no one comes out of there.
Why don't you just go in and bust the joint? Get a warrant.
I'm only a cop, Max.
So you keep saying. Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement. I wasn't too excited about the acoustics in this place. A couple of gunshots would sound like I'd walked in here with a goddamn marching band. It wasn't pretty, but I guess none of what was about to happen was gonna be. It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Esse filho da puta tá pesado pra caralho, ele tá cheio de chumbo. Ah, comeu boi.
The Imperial Palace Hotel was a 5-star bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
A mesma coisa. O quê? Você não tá fazendo nada. Eu tô fazendo tudo só. Porra!
Cuidado, ele está vindo nessa direção! Preso aqui! São Paulo inteiro está unida contra você! Uma ajuda não seria nada mal! Chupa, filho da puta!
Passos' ID card. It was no great surprise he'd made their hit list, but to discover he was really Colombian? No wonder some locals seemed to laugh at his accent. What else had he lied to me about? I knew this thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in the mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man. Buffet. That deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Crusher Prado. Now I just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. Da Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Wait. I said get... Serrano.
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare. Whatever hell this was Da Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end to it. I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution.
Deve estar tudo certo. O que você acha que eu tô fazendo? Você sabe o que aconteceu a última vez. O Neves quer mais um erro. Tá tudo aqui, meu. Então vamos lá, criança. Já perdemos muito tempo aqui. Te pegamos! Vai, acaba comigo! Não se mexa! Mantenha Não se mexa! Você não tem a mínima chance!
chance! Aí, malandro!
A gente é foda!
Vai se fuder! Vai frente! Dá tiro em mim! Puta que pariu! Me dá um sinal! Abra fogo! Vão me lembrar disso! Mantenham suas posições! Avancem e continuem atirando! Continuem firme onde estão! Fiquem onde estão! Fiquem firmes aqui!
Mantenham suas posições!
Continue firme onde estão! Preciso de uma ajuda, porra! Estou numa cilada! Foda-se isso tudo! Louco, caralho! Tudo errado! Vou te pegar!
This was hell on earth. De Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. But I was in too far now.
What the fuck is going on here?
How much do you want?
What have you been doing?
I am a doctor. I help people.
What have you been doing here?
It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please.
What have you been doing?
I have a lot of money. Look, look. Lots of money. I do important research. Please.
Caralho! Caralho!
Espera, espera. Eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho. Não, não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata. Não, não. Pelo amor de Deus.
E aí, doutor?
For all Serrano owed me, he'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in. Even I could guess what demolissao meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one. It was locked from the outside. There had to be something I wasn't seeing. They had a fucking arsenal in here. It was time to bring this little hellhole to the ground, so I decided to put some of their C4 to good use. I'd seen some dark shit in my time, but this was something else. These vermin had gone into a place where life was cheap and found a way to get rich off it. I just wanted to finish this and get far away from here. But then, true to form, more of the rats came out of their holes.
Vocês ouviram isso? Ouvi. Ninguém sai desse prédio até esse cara tá morto, hein? Eu vou te matar!
At least my visitors had been kind enough to leave the gate open.
Vai, acerta ele, caralho! Não vai em frente! Busca ajuda! Derruba! Mata o filho da... Acerta ele!
Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now.
Mete a mão no gatilho com gosto!
Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now. Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now. Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now. It seemed a shame to waste the rest of the C4. I had one chance to do this right. I had to focus. It seemed a shame to waste the rest of the C4. That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building and all the evil in it.
Vai, rápido, rápido, vai! Who wants to take a shot? You see what this is? Come on, anybody? Want to be a hero? I got nothing to lose, let's do it!
Que porra que tá acontecendo aqui?
Senor Neves.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
My problem? My problem? Wanna know what my problem is? You're turning humans into glue! That's what my fucking problem is!
I don't know what you're talking about, American. All I know is what I hear about you. You bodyguard for the Brancos. They are all dead. You help the poor. Today, many of them dead. You are a proper American hero.
At least I fucking tried!
Well done with your effort. The whole city is grateful. The great American savior of the poor.
That's right!
You think you made any difference? You think stopping this legitimate business venture is helping anyone?
Legitimate? You're stealing people's organs!
We pay for everything. We have the record.
Oh, so people can sell their livers? Their hearts? Their eyeballs? You're insane, you sick fuck!
We kept people safe in the city. Decent people. Safe. I know a lot of powerful people.
Well, your powerful people aren't gonna help you out of this one, buddy.
I told you the city was dangerous, friend.
Yeah, I kinda like it. It's growing on me.
Nice to see a happy tourist smiling.
The fuck are you doing here?
I came back
I can see that. But why?
to save you.
Oh, yeah, real hero.
Listen,
Now, come with me, Max. To Brazil. Be a chance to play the fall guy in a plot that my boss's brother's hatching to profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
what are you talking about? I don't know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo were trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get him to loosen the purse strings and the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you!
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. Hope this thing works.
I owe you everything.
No, you don't. I'm sorry I couldn't save your sister.
I was there, it wasn't your fault.
I was paid to protect her and I didn't.
She married into a sick family.
Maybe.
I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance to live. I mean, as a family.
I hope it all works out for you, for all of you.
Thank you. Don't be too long.
Well, buddy, that's it.
Where you guys gonna go?
I don't know, maybe back to New York, maybe down to Argentina. Giovanna has family in Salvador. Maybe we'll just stay there.
Yeah, I got business to take care of.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. I know it was very wrong.
It's all right, it's done. But hey, I'm having myself a fun old time. Maybe this is how things had to be. Figure I might as well die in the sunshine as die in the snow.
Look, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I got a kid coming, you know how it is.
I know how that is.
You know, I almost didn't say goodbye to you. I said to myself, maybe this guy will put a bullet in me.
Maybe I will. But not right now.
Thank you. Try to look after yourself, Max, huh? Life is worth living.
If you say so, pal.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah. Not him.
You ready?
I guess.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered. It's not very nice.
What is it?
It's the Ufe. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially, there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Well, we can always try something a little more creative.
Creative? De Silva had promised me a 10 o'clock showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up. Diga a Becker. Que vim para ele. Ah!
Ei, olha aqui. Tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
Sai da tua conta, rapaz.
Vai fudeu! Meu conta eu tenho que tomar no cu, pô.
Ela não desgruda dela, meu.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí.
Deixa comigo, vou dar uma lição nele.
Então, o pai dela não desgruda.
Ladrão, filha da puta! Vai atrás de inocentes! Vai ver o que vai acontecer contigo mesmo aqui! É aqui que você vai se acontecer, caralho! Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você vem? Fica aí, caralho! E eu? Se fodeu, filha da puta! Otário! Vai morrer aí, otário! Deixa eu sair daqui, velho!
Ô, segura a porta aí.
Eu vi uma outra versão.
Vamos resolver aquela parada lá, hein?
Demorou.
Chega aí.
Valeu, amigo.
Hey! What are you doing here? Huh? I ask you a question.
Answer him! Answer him!
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing here?
O que você está fazendo aqui?
What are you doing here?
I don't understand. I can't hear you.
What are you doing here?
Doing here?
Me in the ear.
Hey, answer me! What are you doing here?
Back in the precinct after all this time. Time to find out what the hell was going on.
Bota um filho! Atire nele! Agora! Fogo!
Vai, atira nele! Vai, sai!
I knew nothing resembling good times lay I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time. It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Por favor, eu te fiz uma pergunta, pô. A gente não tinha nada a ver com aquilo. Eu te prometo, cara.
Última chance, me dá
Can't believe this. It's Mr. Have a Nice Day guy.
The last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more pressingly, seemed I was too. That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision. Wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off.
Que porra você tá tentando fazer? Quebra as pernas dele! Cadê seu respeito?
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes. Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time.
Agora é sua vez! Aposto com o sangue desse...
Você não vai sair vivo, né?
Batalhão, vamos nessa!
Police food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with.
Atirando! Me dê proteção! Puta!
They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running. It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up halfwit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way.
Seu filho da puta! filha da puta! Meu braço tá sangrando! Ele me pegou!
Vai se fuder! Pega esse filho da puta! Tira dele, porra!
Chão! Me pegou! Ele me pegou! Em suas posições! Para, caralho!
Trocar você!
Agora você vai morrer! Eu sou invencível, filho da puta! Ele me acertou! Algum vagabundo aí, tira esse merda!
If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving. If there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix. Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
Porra! Precisa da cobertura, porra! Esse filho
é porra nenhuma! Ah, ele atirou em mim! Vamos lá, me cobre! Pedala! Vamos! Vai! Corre! Então a gente vai se fuder junto! Morre, filho da puta! Você tem ideia de quantas vezes eu já levei?
Posição! Me dê cobertura!
Ah, mas eu tô te dando cobertura! Caralho! Você nem sabe quem são os ultros, caralho! Cansado, filha da puta!
I'd killed more cops than I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was, 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine.
Me ajuda, seus filhos das putas!
Eu mesmo vou te enterrar! Me dê cobertura!
Vai!
Tente outra vez, cuzão!
Corno!
Isso não vai me parar!
Me acertou! Atira! Você atira feito um viadinho, seu doido! Caralho, me pegaram!
Ai!
Ai, meu braço! Pô, vai fuder,
Eu vou pra lá! Me cobre, me cobre!
Vira homem, vai! Vira homem!
Caralho! Eu fui atingido!
Então a gente vai se fuder junto!
It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself. Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell, and fast. That would have been too easy. This was a waste of time. The doors were all locked. There had to be something else I wasn't seeing. The bastards had me locked in. If I didn't do something soon, I was going to be crying myself to a very long sleep. Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell, and fast. My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique. There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela, Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come, him and Becker.
Todos seguindo adiante, rumo ao alvo!
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda.
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
Then you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada.
Você tá cego, porra! Está pronto pra enfrentar o Bambambam de São Paulo, cara? É meu agora, porra! É meu agora! Espera aí! Se abaixa, esse pedaço de merda! Socorro! Socorro! Ajuda! Essas filhas da puta!
Anda logo, puta que pariu!
Tem cobertura!
Pode ir, vai, porra, vaza! Aqui! Agora, porra!
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. It felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past. It was a little late to be thinking about precautions, but something told me this shit show was barely through the warm-up act. More goddamn security doors. Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best.
Você não vai vencer! bota um fim nisso!
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Puta que pariu! Pega ele! Vai, avança! Vamos! Pode pegar ele, porra! Vamos acabar com essa merda agora! Vamos indo!
Se estiver na
Beleza,
mira,
rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus!
não vejo a hora de matar esse
Cara, meu braço! Você... Segura, meu!
Vai em frente! Eu te dou guarida! Por aqui, companheiro!
Avançar!
Continue atirando! Continue atirando! Levante-se!
Eu vou pra retaguarda! Ele me prendeu aqui! Corre, diabo!
Não consigo fazer mais nada!
Você vai morrer! Preciso ver cobertura! Boa, galera! Invade! Porra!
Eu fui atingido!
Me dá cobertura!
Já passei por situações piores! Oh, quase me atingiu!
Me dá cobertura!
Hey! You Americans love to interfere in things you do not understand.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole!
How stupid can one man be?
Eu vou sair daqui, hein?
I couldn't get a direct shot. I was gonna have to get creative. It was a waste of bullets. His cover was too good.
What are you hoping to achieve here?
Those ceiling tiles looked kinda loose. It was worth a shot.
I hoped I'd be the one to kill you! You should know when to walk away! You don't know when you're lost, do you? Do you see what a joke you are? I'll think of you! Do you even know what you're getting for? You were doing so well! You had to go and spoil it! You shouldn't have listened to that idiot, Da Silva!
Deci, ca să înțelegeți, astăzi o să continuăm. Acum, după ce îl distruge pe cel care îl omorât pe Brando sau cum se cheamă. Deci, de asta un pic peste 8, ora 8 și când o să îl omorâm, o să oprim și noi. Bineînțeles, videoclipul o să mai dureze ceva timp, dar hai să vedem dacă îl putem să-l bate sau nu. Deci, cred că ăsta ar fi ăsta cred că ar fi ultimul, cred, nu știu, hai să vedem.
Isso, mano.
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it.
Becker!
Something funny about dying? I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything!
Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh? There's a good fellow.
Well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work, for my family, and for cleaning up that horrible mess with the Crachá Preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime. I give you a bonus, but I think you just fritter it away. Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
Okay, Max. Now you check the main terminal. I'm gonna go and look for the Bronco plane by the hangar, okay?
Let's do it.
You keep an eye out in there. You know Becker's gonna have some guys in there watching out for you.
Yep. So, of course, I knew they were looking for me. But the airport was about the only place a fat gringo might blend in. Well, there or a sex club.
Parado aí!
My delusions of disguise lasted around 2 seconds. They were out in force. And they were out for me. But then, I was out for them too. Every last one of those bastards.
filha! Você vai morrer hoje, seu filho da puta! Atira agora! Atacar! Sigam adiante! Galera, vamos logo! Evacuando, mano! Evacuando! Vai! Evacua! Corra! Vamos! Avante! Vai! Vai! Finaliza esse final! Vai se fuder! Vai carregar! Droga! Por pouco! Essa porra tem que morrer com todo mundo! Uma puta, porra! Sou melhor que você, cuzão! Cuzão, ele me pegou! Eu tô de olho nele!
Felt like my vacation was coming to an end. Only I wasn't heading home with a sunburn, a bag full of duty-free, and a dose of VD. I was making a bet that would put me in handcuffs or a body bag.
Atira pro mano!
Vai lá, que tô te protegendo! Ah, o meu sinal! Aproveita seu último suspiro! Vamos! Eu vou pra lá! Tá estressado, vai pescar! Vou te matar! Não vai ser uma morte de herói! É o fim pra você, seu bosta! Você não é porra nenhuma!
Qualquer atividade suspeita deve ser relatada.
Tá estressado, vai pescar, porra!
These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet. The doors lead in the direction of the main terminal. The customer restroom. I could get through to the departure gates up ahead. There were UFE all over the airport, and civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, shutting down the airport for their escape was a weird sort of compliment, but one I didn't need. It opened at the other end of the departure lounge.
Tô bem, vamos, vamos!
Mă, dragilor, ar fi mult, dar opresc aici pentru că o să-l fac de 4 ore videoclipul ăsta, da? Dar ne auzim data viitoare, poate de aici, poate nu de aici, vedem. Ne auzim data viitoare, apăsați like și tot ce vă vrea inima. Distribuie să vă și prietenii voștri și cine știe, poate o să și terminăm mâine sau nu știu cât, dar aia e, vă pup și vă iubesc, o seară minunată.